What's going on, everybody? My name's Danny, and we're here in Hearthstone. The new deck recipes for the new Rise of Shadows expansion have come out, and I like going through and checking out the new deck recipes a little bit before the expansion starts. Now, I have been a little bit selfish, and I haven't looked up most of the new cards. I started following all of the reveals and stuff, but I wanted to be more surprised than anything when I opened the packs, because I felt like Hearthstone has been a little bit dull for me, and I want to take a new approach of actually being like, "Well, that's a card," when I look into the new cards in the future. So I've seen some, not all. I've probably seen less than half of the cards revealed. I saw the first couple big batches. It was that first big reveal stream that I kind of stopped tuning out. But anyway, let's check the new cards. I've just checked. Oh, by the way, there is 2 different Rise of Shadows events going on right now. There is a new card back for logging in on PC, for logging in on an Android device, and logging in on an iOS device. And there is also a free legendary that you can play around with if you log in. I don't know if it's until Rise of Shadows comes out, or if you get if you get it for free when Rise of Shadows does eventually come out. But you get Archmage Vargoth if you log in. And it looks kind of cool. Doesn't look very good, but it's about Marin level probably. But Marin seems like a lot more fun than this guy, but whatever. So, on to the deck recipes. Yes, the only decks I have are Whizbang and Odd Mage, and I only played Odd Mage so I could get my chest at the month. So, let's go into Warrior. Now, I think that they update the old ones a little bit. Oh, Barista Lynchin? Battlecry, add a copy of each of your other Battlecry minions to your hand. Oh, that's pretty damn cool. And that's a neutral too, so that could work well in a lot of decks. Oh, this is new too, isn't it? Proud Defender has 2+ attack while you have no other minions. That's a cool card. It's literally, if you have no other minions, it's a +1/+1 Senjin, but I think Senjin's a bit better, but I don't know. That's questionable. But this one I like a lot. Like, that seems like it'd work well with that rogue card that got added in Rastakhan's Rumble. I don't remember, the 6 mana 5/7 I think it is. Battlecry, add a 1/1 copy of a Battlecry minion. Discover a Battlecry minion and add a 1/1 copy to your hand. Something like that. I think that would be pretty cool in Rogue, and obviously Shutterwalk. But anyway, the new deck, Drop in the Boom. Sweeping Strikes, give a minion also damages minions next to it. Oh, that's pretty cool. Gives it the Hydra effect on a warrior card. That's really good for Control Warrior. I'm guessing this is a... Wait a minute. I was going to say I'm guessing this is a Control Warrior deck. Then I saw a Kali. What does that work on? I don't rate a Kali very high at all. And this isn't even like a rush deck. Wait. There's only 3 other rush minions in the deck. Akali has no place in this deck. Anyway, yeah, I don't own Undasta. I didn't really play a lot of Rastakhan's Rumble, but Dimensional Ripper, summon 2 copies of a minion from your deck. That seems pretty cool, but it's a randomized minion, so I don't really know how well that would work. And I did see this video because I saw Ali Straza's reveal, and Blizzard did pull 2 Akalis. So I think they're really trying to push for Akali, but Akali seems so bad in a deck like this, especially. Like, I think it's barely playable in a normal rush deck. And then for this, like, if you can cheat out Akali, maybe, but you're not going to be able to. Like, the odds are too low. But then we have the Boom Reaver, which I did see before. 10 mana 7/9 Battlecry. Oh, it's 10 mana 7/9 Mech. Battlecry, summon a copy of a minion in your deck, give it rush. I think that's pretty bad. 10 mana, it's the only thing you do this turn. Yes, you cheat something out, and in a deck like this, cheating something out would be fantastic, but no, I think that's terrible. Is this a class card? Yeah, it's a class card. So yeah, that's the Warrior Legendary. I think that that's pretty bad, in my honest opinion. But I guess that they're giving us that because they're getting rid of the weapon. Okay, Shaman Recipes. That's an existing card. Hagatha Scheme, we know about that one already. Deals 1 damage, all minions, upgrades each turn. Muckmore for battle card. Transform into a 4/4 copy of a different minion in your deck. Oh, and they have Alakir, which I know I don't own. I've never played a deck with Alakir in it. I never bothered crafting him. Whatever. So this is like big. Whoa. That looks busted. I'll get to that in a second. So this is like big Shaman. Pretty much. This is pretty crazy. So Muckmorpher is ridiculous if it can pull Walking Fountain. Dumb name. That's a dumb name, Walking Fountain. Yeah, so Eureka, Ziliax, Reign of Toads, Hagatha. Walking Fountain, 8 mana, 4H, Elemental. Oh, thank God it's Shaman only. I didn't notice it last time I looked, but... Ooh. 8 mana, 4/8 Elemental, Lifesteal, Rush, and Wind Fury. It's an 8 mana, heal 8, deal 4 damage twice. That's absolutely ridiculous. If you can random this from another Elemental, which I don't know how many of those are still around, because we still have Menacing Nimbus. We still have... Oh, no, we don't have that other one. Is Menacing Nimbus the only elemental generation now? I know we're losing a lot of elemental synergies when Year of the Mammoth rotates out, I think it is. Yeah, Year of the Mammoth rotates out. We're losing a lot of elementals. We're losing Firefly, Tar Creeper, well, all the creepers. Flame Elemental. Not Flame Elemental. The 7 mana 6/6 deal 6 if you play an Elemental Lesser. That one. I don't remember what it's called. So without all the Elemental synergies, I don't know how well this will work. But it looks pretty cool. Like an 8 mana 4/8 Lifesteal, Rush, Wind Fury. That sounds pretty great to me. And then Big Bad Archmage. At the end of your turn, summon a random 6-cost minion. That is really good if it gets cheated out. But I don't like cheating. I don't like the cheat out mechanic. Like from Barnes. Like Barnes was way more unfair than Muckmorpher. But meh. The card is cool. I don't think it's very good. Deck seems really cool though. Big Shaman is not a thing that's like ever been done, so I think it's pretty cool. And this is Smork Murloc. Shaman. God damn it. Battlecry had a lackey to your hand. Overload. I've seen this. Thought it was really cool. Like the lackeys. Toxfin. Give a friendly Murloc poisonous. Oh, I haven't seen that. That's really cool. Huh. Wow, Shaman got a lot of Murloc synergy. Soul of the Murloc. Death Rattle. Give your minions Death Rattle. Summon a 1/1 Murloc. Oh, wait. Okay, so Toxfin is a neutral card, it looks like. Yeah, that's a Shaman card. That's a Shaman card. After you play a Murloc, add a random Murloc to your hand. Oh my god, that's generation. Your Murlocs cost 1? Whoa, hold on. That's pretty damn... That's a game changer, because if you have 1-cost Murlocs, and you keep generating Murlocs, that's a lot of Murlocs. But there's no, like, oomph in this deck, you know? Like, this is just Smork and Prey. There might want to be a juggler in this deck, but I don't know. I think maybe Toxfin is a bit out of place in this deck. But yeah, it's really cool. Like the constant Murloc generation with Underbelly Angler, along with him only costing 1. That sounds really cool. I definitely want that looks like a fun Smork deck. Fun aggro. Curse Crew, any new cards? Henge Clan Burglar, Battlecry, discover a spell from another class. That looks cool. I've seen this card. That was on the reveal stream. I like it. That's the only new one here. Green Skin, Hook Tusk. Cool. The Heist. Burgle. It's Burgle. Okay, so Pilfer. Oh, wait. Yeah, that card was added. I just don't own it. Togwaggle Scheme. That looks cool. Underbelly Fence Battle Cry. If you're holding a card from another class, game +1/+1 and Rush. That looks so good. 2 mana in Burgle Rogue, 2 mana, 3/4 Rush. But if you don't have a Burgle card, it's pretty useless. But with 1 copy of Espionage, 2 copies of Blink Fox, well, obviously only 1 copy of Face Collector. Any of these? 2 copies of Hench Clan. Well, that looks cool, but I'll get to that. I'll get to that in a second too, but oh my god. So yeah, depending on how late the game is, it's probably going to be a 2 mana 3/4 Rush. And that's really good. That's really good for holding down the fort. Now, I want to get to Vendetta. Deal 4 damage to minion, cost 0 if you're holding a card from another class. Whoa. Now, I'm thinking strictly of Burgle Rogue. In the grand scheme of things, it's not very good. But if you are playing Burgle Rogue, oh my god, is this good? Because you're losing Vile Spine. Rogue loses Vile Spine with the rotation out. So, more removal is great. I know that they have Walk the Plank, which is actually still here. But this doesn't have the restriction of an undamaged minion. So, that's pretty much what Burgle Rogue needed. I don't know about Myra's, but I think Myra's doesn't need to be here. But then Tack Noswhisker, 7 mana 6/6. I can't tell if that's okay. So this is a rogue legendary. So it's Togwaggle and Tack Noswhisker. It's a kobold, of course. It's the other legendary. Whenever you shuffle a card into your deck, add a copy to your hand. So that synergizes really well, ironically, with Togwaggle Scheme. So if you shuffle if your hand is almost empty and you shuffle in 5 copies of Face Collector, let's just say, then you get 5 Face Collectors in your hand. That doesn't seem very impressive or anything. Wait a minute. How does this work? Because I wasn't around when this card got revealed. Let's just say, hypothetically, Tack is the only card in your hand. Oh no, Tack is on your field, and the only card in your hand is Academic Espionage. If you Espionage and shuffle the 10 1-mana cards into your deck, does that mean that you add 10 1-mana cards to your hand, or are they full price? If they're full price, then that is not great. But if they are discounted, that is amazing. That is so much value. Especially because if that's the only thing you play that turn, then you can play 6 other 1-drops, 6 other 1-costs cards. Now, you can actually Tack prep Espionage for the guaranteed synergy there. But I don't think that's too necessary. Oh man, I love Burgle Rogue. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this. Oh, is Rogue losing that weapon? I want to see. Rogue 4-drop. Oh no, they still have the weapon. I don't know why the weapon's not in that deck. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I don't know why the weapon's in the deck. I feel like the weapon would be a good addition. At least 1 copy. So, Paladin is maybe getting changed the most because the only Paladin decks anymore are odd and even. So this is Shivala. I don't own Shivala. Or Tikal. These are both new. Twin Spell, give friendly minion lifesteal. I remember this. It seems cool. Meh. I don't know how great it's going to be, but it seems cool. Call to Adventure, draw the lowest card cost minion from your deck, give it +2/+2. So, if you haven't drawn Crystal Smith Kangor, then Kangor is a 2 mana, it was +2/+2, right? Yeah, it's a 2 mana 3/4 with Divine Shield lifesteal, your healing is doubled. So, that's really cool. Not very great, but it's really cool. I mean, it's really great, but yeah. However, the stars of this are if you can discount Shivala enough. Shivala is a 0-cost card. Or is he a 25-cost card? Because regardless of how many cards you've played, how many spells you've played, Holy Wrath does 25. So I don't actually know how that works. However, and if that does work, then Cheval is a big hit with it. But if that doesn't work, then you really want to get an Immortal Prelate. Because that's a buff. Prelate will keep it. And you're losing Spike Ridge, so that's like the main reason you play Prelate. So yeah, you're really going to want to hit Prelate with that. Because Prelate just being a 2-mana 3/5 alone, that's really cool. But also, with Lifesteal, also Sound the Bells and Blessing of Kings. Ooh, Spirit of the Tiger. That's gonna be the real big hit there. Prelate. And I like Prelate. I was hoping that there'd be a good use for it. And they're just not really a great Prelate deck anymore because every deck is odd or even. And okay, so this is the new secret deck. I saw Firebat on Twitter, I think, was going about how the new secrets look really cool, or how the new secret deck would be really cool. So I want to see. When your opponent casts a spell, gain means 2 health. Okay, survivability. That's not really super aggro, but survivability is good even in an aggro deck. A Mysterious Blade Battlecry. If you control a secret, gain +1 attack. 2-mana, 3/2 weapon. Sure, whatever. Sending for Spy Battlecry. If you control a secret, gain +1/+1. This set has a lot of 2-mana 3/4s. Conditional 2-mana 3/4s, I should say. Cool. Okay, yeah, I just don't have another copy of that. Your secret's triggered twice. Awesome. I don't think any secret here doesn't benefit from being triggered twice. Yeah. Noble Sacrifice summons 2 2/1 defenders and only 1 gets hit, so 1 guaranteed to live. Redemption brings 2 minions back to life with 1 health. And Never Surrender, +4 health to all minions. Auto Defense Matrix. Actually, Auto Defense Matrix doesn't benefit twice. But other than that, looks really good. This deck looks solid. I don't really like aggro, but this is a very good aggro deck. And I'm actually really excited to play it. I hope I get all the cards from this. I hope I get the cards for that. More than anything, really. Okay. This is Beast Hunter. Halazi was one of my favorite cards from Rosticon's Rumble, so I will take any excuse I can to play more of it. Shimmerfly. Death Rattle at a random Hunter spell to your hand. Solid. Whatever. More value. Now that Rexar's gone, Hunter needs all the value it can get. Not really. It's still super value with high main. And, oh, I didn't even realize. It's always hard predicting what comes next when you don't remember every single card that gets sent to wild with each rotation. I forgot that that one card gets rotated out. What was it? 2-mana 3/2 Adapted Beast. Yeah, all the adapt cards are gone now. So yeah, it's cool. Hunter needs value now because Rexar's gone. And then Hench Clan Hogsteed, Rush, 2/1, 2-mana 2/1, Death Rattle, summon a 1/1 Murloc. And it's a beast, so it gets buffed by Fear of the Lynx. Cool. Scrap Heap, it looks Zul'jin? I think Zul'jin's just here to be Zul'jin. This is Mech Hunter. Mech Hunter was cool back when Boomsday came out, and then people realized it was just not as good as normal Hunter. But let's see what they added. 9 lines. Discover a friendly Death Rattle minion that died this game. Also trigger its Death Rattle. Cool. You're looking at Spider Bomb. Looks like they're getting Goblin Bombs, but that's kind of unimportant. Ursatron. Death Rattle, draw a mech. Whatever. That's not a real card. Let's be honest here. That's not a real card. Unless it's being magnetized to something, that card is not good. Whelp. Awesome. Now the new card, Oblivitron. Death Rattle, summon a mech from your hand to trigger its Death Rattle. That card looks bad. That card looks really bad. 6-mana 3/4 mech. I don't think this is even playable. 6-mana 3/4 summon a Whelp and then get a 7/7. Like, that's best case scenario there. And that's not a good scenario. 6-mana Unleash the Beast, twin spell, summon a 5/5 Wyvern with Rush. Meh. 12 mana, 10/10 worth of stats. It's pretty decent clear, but it's not great clear. Let's see if there's only one. And then I don't own Zul'jin. So, Hunter looks meh. The Beast Hunter looks cool, but the Mech is not going to work. Treant Hunter. Treant Druid, sorry. Death Rattle summon 2 1/1 squirrels from your hand. Solid 1-drop. 1 mana 2/1. Okay. Dreamway Guardians summon 2 1/2 Dryads with Lifesteal. No. Unless they get buffed. Unless there's more buffs. There is more buffs. Okay, then maybe that's pretty good. But just on its own is a not good card. But Power of the Wild buffs them. And then this new card, Blessing of the Ancients, 3 mana twin spell. Give your minions +1/+1. That helps. And it's 3 mana, so you can play it twice in 1 turn. So if your turn 4 is 2 Dreamway Guardians and they can't clear them, then if you're on coin turn 5, you can coin Blessing of Ancients, and they get +2/+2. That's not great. 6 mana, give your minions +2/+2. But if you have 4 Lifesteal minions that gain +2/+2, that could be something important. Force Aid, yeah, that's the twin spell. This still looks like a not great aggro deck. And then Nature's Restoration. I have no idea what this is. Countess Ashmore? Okay, I'm interested. Crystal Power. Choose 1, deal 2 damage to a minion, and restore 5 health. Oh, is this guy the... Oh, no. I thought that this would have... Since this is a choose 1 card, I figured that this would be the choose 1 legend, the new legendary that adds copies of the choose 1s to your hand. But let's see. Restore 5 health. Oh, this is Heal Druid. Ugh. Whenever you store health, add a Druid spell to your hand. Huh. I don't like that. Druid spells are not high impact now that all the good ones are gone. You get Swipe. You get Wrath in this deck. Then it's like, yeah, no, I don't like that at all. But it's free. It's free value, so it's cool. But like that's not a good enough reason to add this card to your deck. Rush, Battlecry. If you're short 5 health this game, someone to copy of this. They really want to push this heal. Because this card looks okay. Like this card... Oh, not Ashmore. Lucent Bark. Lucent Bark looks not good enough to make a deck built around it. But it's getting a deck built around it. It's even getting a deck recipe. This looks not good. Like, I'm going to be honest. This just looks like it loses games. What even do they have for healing? Ziliax? Ancient of Lore. Farseer. Dreamway Guardians. Crystal Power. Meh. Because the thing with the last card that went dormant, not counting Darkness, which starts dormant. The last card that went dormant was that rogue card. Not Shirvala. Sharazin. Sharazin, the plant that goes dormant after it dies. Play 3 cards in a turn and respawn it. That's a very different mechanic than Heal 5. On Druid, Rogue can generate cards. Especially in like a Burgle deck. It has a lot of card generation. You can play 3 cards in a turn on Rogue at any point in the game, typically. Druid has a very finite amount of healing in this deck. 2... That's probably not happening. Is it in a turn? No, just restore 5 health. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 4 ways to heal for 5 in 1 turn guaranteed. Other than that, there's Ziliax, which heals for 3, guaranteed. There's There's Farseer that heals for 3, guaranteed. And there is Dreamway Guardians, which isn't guaranteed to heal for anything. I think that this is just not good. And that was my exact thought when I saw Lucent Bark earlier today. When I saw it on Twitter, when I saw someone post about it on Twitter. I'm just like, there's not enough healing in Druid for this to work. Okay, Handlock, cool. And Ultimate Infestation. Nice play on words there. Okay, let's see. Warlock lost a lot with Doomguard being rotated out and no more even lock. This just looks like control. Yeah, this is just like control Warlock. But what's the win condition? What the hell is this? There's no win condition here. Your win condition is hope you get cool legendaries with Rafam. Or hope you can cheat out a giant early enough. But, nah, this looks not good. Yeah, I don't like this at all. Like, there's... Your win condition is hit giant go face. But if giant can't go face, you just lose. If you don't draw giants really early, you just lose pretty much. And you just gotta hope that Rafam hits something good. So... It's like, it's way too RNG for me to care. And then Imps, I'm guessing this is like, oh, what the hell? I'm going to look at that in a second. I'm guessing this is just Zoo. And it's definitely just Zoo. So, typical Zoo list here. Void Analyst is weird, but if it's centered around like Imps, then it seems cool. Imp Inferno, give your demons +1 attack, deal 1 damage to all enemy minions. That's pretty cool, actually. That's pretty damn cool. Reform Scheme, summon a 1/1 Imp. Summon 4 1/1 Imps. Summon 2 1/1 Amalgams with all... Okay. I guess they're demons, technically, but they're not Imps. Yeah, they're not Imps, they're demons, so I don't get that one. Costs 1 less whenever a friendly demon dies while this is in your hand. So, we have back Corridor Creeper, but instead of a... 7 mana 5/5 as it was originally is now a 10 mana 8/8, which is equal to what it was, which is equal to what Corridor Creeper was initially in the difference in cost. But this is 10 mana. This is 10 mana 8/8. If you draw Corridor Creeper, you could still be able to play it and do something else in the same turn. You cannot do that with Jumbo Imp, but summon 4 Imps twice. Summon up to 7 Imps twice. Summon 2 Imps. Is this Imp or Demon? Whenever friendly Demon. Okay, so there's a lot of demons in this deck. And there's a lot of demon spawns in this deck. So Jumbo Imp is actually pretty cool looking. And this is a Warlock card, right? Yeah, this is a Warlock class card. Well, it has to be. It's a demon. That's really cool. That's really cool for a Zoo deck. And it's a good replacement for Doomguard too, because even though it can't give you that big oomph of damage at the end, it still gives you an 8/8, a 0 mana 8/8 like Sea Giant would, but without as many hard restrictions as Sea Giant has. It's a cool Zoo deck. I like Zoo. Zoo is what made me start playing Hearthstone in the first place, so I like seeing it. Khadgar's Creations. This is card generation Mage. Oh, this is Control Mage. I figured this would be like more of a mid-range deck, like with like by conjuring a lot of cards with Khadgar, but no. Ray of Frost, Twin Spell, freeze some minions, Ari Frost, and deal 2 damage. Is this Freeze Mage? Is this Freeze Mage? Is this a new Mage Legendary Khadgar? Your cards that summon minions summon twice as many. So what do they have? Destroy a minion, summon 2 minions of the same cost to replace it. I'm confused by the wording on this. Destroy a minion. That doesn't say friendly minion. Summon 2 minions of the same cost to replace it. So if you destroy an enemy minion, does the enemy get 2 copies of that card? Or two minions of the same cost? Is it yes? If it's yes, then that's cool. That's weird. I don't know how I feel about that. That's an iffy card. I need to see how that works before I can say anything. Messenger Raven 3 mana 3/2 battle card, discover a mage minion. Cool. That's really like power creation 8 mana Discover a 6-cost minion, summon 2 copies of it. Obviously the big play here is turn 10, Khadgar into Power of Creation, summon 4 6-cost minions, really cool. And then the other new Mage Legendary Caligos, the first value each turn costs 0. Battlecry, discover a spell. Awesome, I love it. Archmages of Dalaran, Magic Trick, discover a spell that costs 3 or less. Aggro Mage. With Antonidas. Magic Dart Frog. After you cast a spell, deal 1 damage to a random enemy minion. Meh, cool. It's kind of like a worse Flame Spitter. I think that's what it's called from GVG, was it? Maybe it was the expansion after that. Maybe it was TGT, but it was around there. Mana Cyclone. Yeah, so those are both mage cards. Battlecry, for each spell you've cast this turn, add a random mage spell to your hand. Ooh, interesting. Not great, but it's pretty interesting. And then Antonidas. There's a lot of low-cost spells in this deck that I think Antonidas is actually worth it. What elementals are there? That's a beast. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 4 elementals in the deck, and you've got 2 copies of Elemental Invocation. Okay, that's 100% just for Antonidas triggers. I don't see that doing anything else other than triggering Antonidas. And finally, we have the Priest cards. Priest looked pretty cool. I haven't played a lot of Priest recently because I've just been bored with Priest. I don't really like the have minions that don't die and then just 1 turn kill the opponent, and I don't like Mech Hunter. So let's see what these are. This is Death Rattle Priest. Battlecry. Oh wait, that's an old card. Add a lackey to your hand. Cool. Transform into a 2/2 copy of a friendly Death Rattle minion. It's not a Death Rattle minion. Okay. 4 mana, 4/7 Death Rattle. Restore 5 health to the enemy hero. Let's get very corrupted heal bot feel to it. Madame Zul's the new Priest legendary. Battlecry, discover a copy of a card in your opponent's hand. It's cool. It's just card generation and it's low cost, so it's good enough. Taunt, Death Rattle, destroy a random enemy minion. Wow. Because the 8 mana 4/8 lifesteal one is getting rotated out. Wow, that's really cool. Yeah, this just looks like a super solid Death Rattle deck. I don't know how well it's going to work without the quest, but it looks like it looks good enough. It might not be, but it looks promising. Day of the Dead. What deck is this? Is this Res? No, it's not Res because all the Res cards are gone. Oh, it's Topsy Turvy. Ugh. Okay. Forbidden Words. That was one of the first cards revealed. Spend all your mana, destroy a minion that has that much attack or less. Henchclan Shadequill. Batterhead. 8 mana 3/12 rush. After this attacks and kills the minion, it may attack again. That looks not good. But Inner Fire. There is no Inner Fire. Weird. Is this this is the other? I think this is the new Priest legendary. 8 mana 6/8 at the end of your turn, summon a friendly minion that died this game. Super big value. Super big value. Damage Stegatron, free 5/12, free 3/12, free 4/7. The only minion that's I don't get Aconite, but the only minion that's not really good for getting is Northshire Cleric. I don't know why Aconite's in this deck. Mass Resurrection spent 3 friendly minions that died this game. So yeah, this is Res Priest, and you're hoping that you res a lot of stuff, and then you can just topsy-turvy it. You're hoping something sticks, and you can topsy-turvy. Oh, I missed the Grizzly. Yeah, so there's Stegatron, Grizzly, Shadequill. Yeah, it's all big value minions that in some way give you less value unless you res them. So, meh. I hate topsy-turvy. I was literally just saying that I didn't like topsy-turvy and stuff like that. There's only 1 copy, and there's other ways to actually win in this deck, so I don't really mind. But I think Priest is hit really hard without Anduin being in the game. So yeah, this looks good enough, but not great, probably, just like the other Priest deck. But anyway, that is my thoughts on all of the brand new League of Evil, Rise of Shadows, whatever the hell this expansion is called. That is my thoughts on all of the new deck recipes. There's still a bunch of cards I haven't seen. I'm going to be opening all of my packs on Tuesday when the expansion actually comes out. So thank you guys very much for watching. If you're interested in seeing what I get from my packs, go to my Twitch channel. It's linked in the description. I will be, again, opening all of them on Tuesday. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Danny. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a great day.